In the last video of death cum retirement gratuity, we just learned the basic concept. Now, in this video, we will understand the topic with an example. Here, Mr. Sarkar retires from his service on 30th November 2019 after 26 years 7 months of the service period. So, Mr. Sarkar retired after servicing 26 years and 7 months. At the time of retirement, his basic salary and dearness allowances were rupees 15,000 per month and 7,000 per month respectively. 60% of DA is a part of retirement benefit. Annual increment of rupees 1,000 fell due on 1st July every year. So, Mr. Sarkar received the increment for the current year on 1st July. So, from 1st July and thereafter he received basic salary of rupees 15,000 per month. And before the month of July, he received rupees 14,000 as basic salary. Now, he is also entitled to get commission at the rate of 1.5% on annual turnover of rupees 14 lakh. So, 14 lakh is the annual turnover and he will get a fixed rated percentage commission on the turnover. He received rupees 10 lakh as his retirement gratuity at the time of retirement. Compute the taxable amount of gratuity of Mr. Sarkar for the assessment year 2020-21, assuming that he is a government employee or a non-government employee who covered by Payment of Gratuity Act 1972, or he is not a non-government employee and not covered by Payment of Gratuity Act 1972. So we have three alternatives and we have to answer according to the alternatives. So, let us compute the taxable gratuity as per the first alternative. So, when Mr. Sarkar is a government employee. Now, as per section 10.10.1, we know that a person who received gratuity as a government employee at the time of retirement will not pay any tax on gratuity, because the amount he received as gratuity is fully tax free. So, we have to deduct the whole amount of gratuity received as per section 10.10.1 as exemption. So, after deducting the exemption, the taxable amount of gratuity will be nil amount. So, as per section 10.10.1, Mr. Sarkar will not pay any tax on gratuity. Now, come to the second alternative. As per second alternative, Mr. Sarkar retires from a non-government organization and he was covered by Payment of Gratuity Act 1972. So, section 10.10.2 will be applied in this section. So, computation of taxable gratuity of Mr. Sarkar for the assessment year 2020-21 is the total amount of gratuity received rupees 10 lakh and the exemption will be the least amount from the three alternatives. Now, the first alternative is the actual amount of gratuity he received. So, the actual amount of gratuity he received is rupees 10 lakh. Again, the second alternative is the 15 days salary for each completed year of service. Before the month of retirement, he received basic plus DA rupees 15,000 plus 7,000, that is rupees 22,000. His basic was 15,000 and his DA was 7,000 per month. So, his latest salary was rupees 22,000. And we have to calculate 15 days salary. So, we have to multiply the latest salary by 15 by 26. Now, further the amount will be multiplied by completed year of service. He served for more than 26 years. He served for 26 and 7 months. So, as he was served for more than 6 years and another year to be assumed as a complete year of service. So complete year of service will be taken as 27 years. So after multiplying the 27 as completed year of service, we may get the amount of the second alternative is rupees 3,42,692 only. And of course, the third alternative is the maximum limit, which is rupees 20 lakh. Now, from these three alternatives, we can see the least amount is 3,42,692. So, rupees 3,42,692 being the least amount, and that is to be treated as the exemption amount. So, this amount should be deducted from the amount of gratuity received, and then we can get the taxable amount of gratuity. So, the taxable amount of gratuity for Mr. Sarkar when he is not a government employee and when he is covered by the Payment of Gratuity Act is rupees 6,57,308 only. Now let us come to the third alternative. Now third alternative is Mr. Sarkar is not a government employee and he is not covered by the Payment of Gratuity Act. So section 10.10.3 will be applied. So as per section 10.10.3 there are also three alternatives, and from these three alternatives the least alternative should be deducted as tax exemptions. Now the amount of gratuity received actually was rupees 10 lakh. The first alternative is the actual amount of gratuity, that is rupees 10 lakh also. The second alternative is half month's average salary to each completed year of service. The half month average salary for the last 10 months. So how did we calculate the average salary? Now we have to calculate the 10 months average salary. So the 10-month average salary will be calculated on the basis of the last 10 months before the month of retirement. So before the month of retirement, he got rupees 15,000 per month salary from July to October, and before July he received rupees 14,000 as basic for the rest 6 months. So the basic salary for the last 10 months was rupees 14,000 multiplied by 6, that is 84,000, and 15,000 multiplied by 4, that is 60,000. Again the DA is 7,000 per month. For 10 months DA will be 7,000 multiplied by 10, and only 60% of DA is for retirement benefit, so we will take only 60% of that. Again the fixed commission on turnover is 1.5% on rupees 14 lakh turnover. Now 1.5% turnover for 12 months. So for the 10 month salary, for 10 month commission is to be taken. So we should multiply the commission with 10 by 12 to get the 10 months commission. So the total salary for 10 month is rupees 2,03,500. So the average salary for last 10 month is rupees 20,350. So now put the average salary on the second alternative and multiply it with half as per the rule, and then again multiply with the completed year of service with, that is 26 years. So the amount comes rupees 2,64,550. And of course the third alternative is the maximum limit, that is rupees 20 lakhs. So from the following three alternatives we can get the least amount of rupees 2,64,550 as the lowest amount, and that is to be treated as the exemption amount. So after deducting the exemption, we may get the taxable gratuity of rupees 7,35,450. So in that case, Mr. Sarkar will have to pay tax on rupees 7,35,450. So here the taxable gratuity amount is 7,35,450 only. So thank you for today's lesson. We will come with another example in our another video. Thank you.